Hi there, it's Denise with Ladybug Stampin', and today I'm coming to you with a card that I created for the Stampin' Up! Color Challenge Facebook group. It's another Facebook group that I'm an admin of. I haven't participated a whole lot with this group in the last year. My friend Bobby started it. Actually, he was the first admin. And then, sadly, he had to step down, and we had some extraordinary ladies take it up, and they've been keeping it going and everything. And so the last couple months, I've decided to play along with them again, as I've got more time in my schedule to do this. So it's been really fun. Now, this month, this month's colors. Now, every month they put out some colors, but the purpose of the group when it started was to, if you were struggling with making a card or you just wanted to be challenged, you could go on there and say, hey, give me some colors. Now, of course, these are all Stampin' Up! Colors. We give you some colors, could be 3, 2, 4, depending on what you want. And then you make a card from that. But again, we have, that's really fun. We did that in the very beginning. You can still do that, but then again, and then still we do have a challenge with set colors. So this month was my friend Esther from Stampin' Star Creations over in the UK. And her colors are Night of Navy, Smoky Slate, Merry Merlot, and Blushing Bride. And that's the other side of the ink pad. That's why it doesn't say Merry Merlot like that does. There you go. And these are the colors that we got to work with. And of course, any base color, which I chose, black and white. Now on this card, I used a Smoky Slate on top. But for the card that we're going to be creating today, I'm going to switch up the Blushing Bride and the Smoky Slate and just trade the colors, okay? All right, so how do we get this beautiful butterfly? Kind of reminds me of, what was that family's name? The Partridge Family. You know, the bus and how all the windows were different colors? That's what this butterfly reminds me of. And I thought it was just fun, something to play with. And it was the way that I could use all the colors together for me. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. We're going to be using the Stamparatus to stamp our butterfly onto our cardstock. And this is actually watercolor paper that I'm using. Because I'm going to be watercoloring the colors on there with the watercolor brush, I want to use that paper. And for the outline, we're just going to use some Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And I used the Stamparatus because I noticed, with the watercolor paper, because it's so porous, sometimes you've got to stamp your image a couple times. Now, it won't be like perfect because I noticed that the inside of my butterfly, like right in here, did not want to stamp really well. And it might just be me, might be because maybe my inks needs to probably be inked up. And I could have done that before I did this card, but I wanted to see if it was just me. See how this is right through here is okay. But it just seems to be this right here. So I'm just going to ink that up. Whoops. So let's just, drop the pad, Denise, everywhere. So it just needs to be that a little bit. Now, probably a good tip, you could maybe put some of your grid paper underneath there to lift it up, and it might help. But this really, with using the cling or the rubber stamps, it's got the right height. I just think because of the porous of the watercolor paper is why it doesn't want to stick on there. Okay. And I think that's going to be fine. I'm going to be using the watercolor brush, and I've got my inks, and I've already got them laid out the way I want them. And how I've done this is with my ink, my stamp pad closed, I just take my fingers and kind of squeeze it like that, and it puts a little ink in this little well, kind of like what we call it, a little ink in the well, So now I'm just going to take, and I'm not really going to, I'm going to wet my brush, but not in the colors. And I'm just going to take my colors. I'm going to start with Merry Merlot. Because I noticed that when I put too much water in the ink, it was too light. So I'm just going to take and kind of go over this first. Okay. And then I'm going to come back and pick up some more color, just so it darkens up a little bit. And I don't want it too wet, because I want it to kind of dry a little bit on its own. I may have to help it at the end, but I want it to dry as much as, because it just gives it a better look. Now you can use your napkin to blot like that, but when you do that, you'll see that it takes some of the color out of there. So that's why you just want to pick up. Don't squeeze your brush. Just kind of go back there like that and just let it sit. It'll be a little bit wet, but it'll be okay. Okay. So now we'll just take our paper towel, wipe off our brush, and then we're going to take. I'm going to just go like the one I did earlier, so I know we're going to use Blushing Bride. Wow, y'all. Today's Friday, and I'm recording this. I was going to try to record this last night, but it was so dark already by the time I got to where I could do it, and I just wanted the sunlight from the window to come in. So it's a little bit in the late afternoon. So hopefully you guys will be able to see this better as I'm coloring. Gray next. And the gray goes right here. So I hope you guys are enjoying your crafty time while you're watching me. I hope you're creating something. If you are, I'd love to see it. Come over to the Stampin' Up! Facebook group called Ladybug Stampin' Spot and share. I'd love to see other people's creations. I have people tell me, oh, mine's not good enough. And I'm like, yeah, everybody's art is good enough because you created it. It was your vision. I used to do the same thing. But we all have our own vision of cards. Okay, then I'm going to pick up the Night of Navy. And this is going to be the long strips right here. I thought because the Night of Navy was so dark, I'm gonna put it in here in this spot, that it'd be perfect for that long strip. Just kind of break some of that lightness, because the other three colors are kind of light on here. I don't know about you guys, but when I watercolor like this, I can just have nothing on, like no TV, no music, no nothing. And I don't know, it just, I get lost in it and I start thinking of other things. And then I look up and go, oh, wait, it's kind of, I'm done? Oh, okay. And since I'm not a great draw, I can't draw really well, stamped images make it look like I can. So there we go. Okay, so we're done watercoloring it. All right, so let's put our ink pads back up. Now the next thing we're going to do is we are going to get out our paper snips as I like to call them. And we are going to actually cut around. Oh, you know what? I forgot something. I forgot his body. I used the Smoky Slate for his body. Okay. Okay. And I'm just going to blot that a little bit of gray, just a little bit. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper snips, and I'm actually going, and they're snips, not schnips. That's just what I call them. I'm going to go around the butterfly on the outside of the black line, and I do want to get as close to the black line as possible. I don't want to leave a white line or a white border, okay? So I'm just going to take my scissors here, and I'm just going to cut this watercolor paper. So here's our butterfly all cut out, and I want to try to show you, I didn't cut the little antennas, but I did cut the body through here and at the top of the head, okay? And I've already put dimensionals on him, because on the back of him, because we will be needing that. All right, we are going to stamp another piece. I am going to do Always Thinking of You this time, I think, because last time I used a birthday card, and I already have a birthday. I have a bunch of birthday cards, so I'm going to do. No, you know what? I am going to do a birthday card, because one thing I always need is birthday cards, or anybody needs, right? That's what everybody needs, birthday cards. So let's get a block. And this is our H block. I'm going to put this down. And because we used, now we're going to go still use Mary Merlot. I'm going to bring our Mary Merlot over here. I was going to change up the stamp color, but I'm not. I'm going to leave it Mary Merlot. And I'm going to stamp right on here. I'm trying to keep this straight with my grid paper. Let's see if I can do this. Nope. Okay. That's why paper has two sides. Okay. I had to cut another piece. I'm going to have to line, so you guys may see my hair. So I'm just going to lower this down a little bit. Because remember, when you're stamping it, you've got an edge right here. Look, I got way too much ink. The edge of the rubber's right here. Not your sentiment's not right here. It's up in the middle. So I know that I can go down about 1/4 of an or 1/8 of an inch down from my cardstock to get a better stamped image. And there we go. We're going to use that one. Okay. So now we're going to get this, and I'm going to get out some Tombow. Where is my Tombow? Well, we're just going to use this. My snail. I actually did get some more snail. I can't believe I ran out. I mean, who runs out of snail? Me. Me, that's who. Now we've got our Blushing Bride, and I did run this through the, where's it at right here? The Subtle Dynamic, is that what it's called? Subtle Dynamic embossing folder. Kind of gives, can you see where it kind of looks like the old scrapbook paper that would be, what's the name I'm looking for? I'll probably think of it after this video. All right, so we're going to bring this out, and we're going to get out our Stamparatus back. All right, and I am going to put this down. And the reason why I'm bringing out the Stamparatus, I really don't need it for this part, but because I've already got my image on there, that's why we're going to use it. So I'm just going to take this, put this over here, and believe it or not, I'm going to take it off here. Still got some ink. I didn't wipe it off, but that's okay. Because when I put it down, that's where it's going to stay. And I want it at an angle. Okay, I need a little bit more off there. Okay. You're going off completely. It's in my way. So we're just going to lay it down. Just like that. Okay, that's good. Take this off. There we go. Put this to the side. All right, now we're going to take out our Mary Merlot base, and it's cut at 4 1/4 by 11, folded in half, or you can score it at 5 1/2, and then use your bone folder to kind of burnish it. Then we're going to get out our our Smoky Slate, and this is cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. I'm being sparingly because I know that's almost out. Okay. And we'll put this one down. And then on our back of our Blushing Bride. Oh my goodness, y'all. You guys don't come here to watch somebody like Christine Warner or Jennifer McGuire. That's professional. This is real life crafting right here on the Ladybug channel. All right, we're just going to lay him on top of our stamped butterfly. Did I even tell you guys the name of this stamp set? Probably not. I'll tell you at the end. Okay, and then he has some dimensionals on him as well. Okay. Guess I should have put it on him. And then we're going to take this right here and just lay it on the bottom, towards the bottom. There we go. And now we're going to get out our, what do you call these? Our rhinestone jewels. And we're going to take our Night of Navy dark Stampin' Blend. And I'm just going to color a few of these. And I was testing this out the other night. That's why there's got color on those. Oh, he wants to jump around, does he? All right, and since I've already got this out, we'll just use our scissors. So I hope he's going to stick. I'm going to put one there. And one here. And one right there. I want him close. There you go. Alrighty, and he is done. Check out that. Now, so here's both of them together. Is my camera off? Yeah. Here's both of them together. I think I do like the Blushing Bride on top. The Smoky Slate is something different because we don't see a lot of dark on top like that, especially with Smoky Slate or the basic gray, because it's just something about that color. I think they're both beautiful cards, but I think I do prefer the Blushing Bride, and it definitely shows more of the detailed embossing folder. Okay, guys, well, thanks for stopping by. If you guys like any of the product, oh, wait, hold up, stop, Denise. Here's the name of the stamp set, Beautiful Day, because I don't think I said that in the very beginning. I just said this is a stamp set we're using. So this is a stamp set we used. So if you guys like any of the supplies I used, there will be links down below, and the card measurements and everything will be down below as well, and there will be a link to my blog post. So come on over and join us, have some fun with color, and let's get out and create today. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.